Welcome to Slice of Tea. I'm Libby.
And I'm Shani, and you're listening to The Night Brew. And today's tea is...
It's a French Earl Grey. Hi, bonjour. Sorry. So, today, a French Earl Grey.
French Earl Grey.
No, I'm really excited. How about you?
And definitely, I can still smell it over here, so it's very, very nice.
Well, you're an avid fan of Lady Grey from the Twinings. We're going to delve into a bit of a difference today. This is our French Earl Grey from T2. So, shall we try it?
Yes, indeed. Sorry.
All right. So, cheers to that.
Charles.
I'm like tea.
It smells so fruity.
Aww.
My favourite tea of all time is Earl Grey. I F with that. Earl Grey, muy bien. But this just, I feel like is going to hit it on a different level.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is really nice. My only downfall is it smells better than it tastes. It smells fruity and you get that fruitiness, but you taste it and you don't get that same taste. Like sometimes you're expecting that taste.
Do you know why? Because I think we've added a bit of maple daple.
But it literally wasn't that much.
No.
I did not add that much that I normally add to my teas.
We've also added a splash of milk. Now, it does say perfect on its own.
Oh, I just always assumed Earl Grey should be with milk.
Well, I mean, most teas are perfect on their own, like, you know, many black teas. French Earl Grey is a black tea.
Yeah, but so is Earl Grey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very true. So, with our little research we have done tonight, it is, I guess, a black tea. It has hibiscus, sunflower petals, rose petals, and mallow flowers.
Yes. And apparently what makes it a French Earl what makes it a French Earl Grey tea is that it has the rose petals in it, which is very interesting. And if it was a Russian Earl Grey tea, I was about to say Russian grey tea, excuse me, it would be because it has citrus notes in it. So,
lemongrass as
and
well,
that's
right?
it. That's right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yes, muy bien. Look, don't get me wrong, it's very nice. It just, the smell is so beautiful that when I taste it, I'm still expecting to taste that citrus, not citrusy, the hibiscus is what I'm expecting to taste, and I don't get that really sweet, fruity tea.
Yeah.
Even though it's meant to be florally.
Instead of muy bien, today we should be saying très bien, because très bien means very good in French.
Oh, does it actually?
Oui.
Try bien. Sorry.
Oui. Bonsoir.
Forgive me.
Eh? Hey. What?
Okay. I said forgive me.
Oui, merci. So, rose is an organic aphrodisiac. So this tea is perfect for those, you know,
wow.
budding romantics. I am not that. Well, moving on.
So that's why they put rose petals on the bed for Valentine's Day. You horny
It's it's an aphrodisiac, man. What, are you gonna eat the rose petals? Don't eat rose petals. Don't go to your neighbour's rose garden and just decide to eat their entire rose bush. Anyway. So, it has some cleansing and detox properties because of the rose petal. And it also may prevent UTIs, which is a urinary tract.
After your sinister acts. Don't worry, I'll edit all this out. I'm just going with it.
No, you don't have to. I mean,
a part of me doesn't want to, but like I don't want to offend anyone.
Why would you offend?
I don't know. I've offended someone somewhere. I'm sure of it.
Well, speaking of offending people, this tea is supposed to aid in actually stress and relaxation.
Well
so,
then.
Please don't stress.
If you're offended, this is the tea.
Karen's out there. Don't edit.
Especially because of those rose petals, you're going to need them. It has been a long day.
I tell you what, please do not edit this out. This is fantastic. Don't cry. This tea is supposed to aid with stress and relaxation.
Shall we dive into our topic, which is, well, it was going to be called primary school shenanigans,
Yes.
but we're going to call it, or how we met, I suppose.
Yes.
So we met in primary school. I started there in year 4, and you started there in year 5.
Yes. How did I meet this cheeky minx that sits to the right of me? Well, interestingly enough.
All I can remember, and I've said this multiple times to Libby, is we were on the oval, and I'm pretty sure it was recess, and the boys were doing something in our year 4, recess time. The boys were mucking around, acting like, I was about to say, yeah.
Boys.
And I don't know, something happened, but I missed it. And then I don't know if something bad was happening or they were just mucking around, but Libby took it seriously. She just goes and she's like, what are you guys doing? Or something like, what is going on? This is me like...
Okay, to be fair...
Excuse me?
Ma'am, I need to... Okay, judge, please. I need to say a few defending words. I was a very weird child in year 5. However...
Year 4.
No. You were year 5. I was year 5. Wait a minute.
I was testing you to see whether you really remembered.
Well, I was right. So...
Oh, year 5. I was there in year 4. You joined in year 5.
Correct.
Sorry. Let's go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Teriyaki History 101. Because, we're not using names, are we? Are we using names?
If you're going to use code names, you might want to tell me before you use the code names what they're in reference to. That's like me being like, shamalama ding dong.
Okay. Yep. Okay, please judge. Can I say my defending statement? I don't exactly know.
Objection. I'm just kidding.
Why. Overruled.
Sustain.
This is not Phoenix Wright.
I don't even know. I'm just saying. Okay, please. Yes.
Okay, so this is a beautiful example of our friendship. So, look, I don't know why I said what is going on. But I think, I don't know, I came from my previous primary school, what can I call that? It starts with a C. Get your mind out of the gutter. What do you think I was going to say? It's not what she's thinking. It's in a small suburb in Joondalup. It's not that bad. So I came to teriyaki in year 5, as you said. I don't know why.
Now I get why she called it teriyaki.
Yes.
Now I get it. That's the name that we're going to call the school.
Yes.
Yes, just for those who are hearing teriyaki multiple times and it was like, where's this chicken at? Talking about the school code names. We don't actually want to say the school. Teriyaki is what we're going to call it. There is a reason behind... Sorry.
Okay. So, yes. So, I came to this school. I was a very weird child, okay? I still am. But at that point... So, when I came to teriyaki... When I came to the school, to be honest, everyone just... There was this... being the new kid sucks because you come to this new school, you don't know anyone. And, the defining moment was the teacher at the time, I can't remember his name, but he was a lovely gentleman.
I think we can mention him only because we only had him for like a second.
Okay, so we had this teacher for like a second. And I remember when I met Shani, this teacher was like, okay, the most well-behaved student gets this sticker sheet, okay? Now, this sticker sheet was like a book.
You know what?
What?
This man... Okay. You know... This man... We only had him for like one term before he retired. Bless his soul. He was really sweet. Don't get me wrong. I wish we had him for the whole year. Really appreciate you. But he said it was a sticker book. It was not a sticker book. It was a thingo for teachers in case they wanted to order that specific stamp or sticker. It was just a picture of all the ones you can have, and he called it a good old sticker book, and we were hell excited for these sticky wikis. Turns out it's just a list of all the stickers you can order, but you have to order them.
I can't drink.
Sorry, I sound really ungrateful. They were very beautiful and pretty.
It's only because he chose. What did you get? One of these?
It was, yeah, I think we were mucking around or something. I think something bad happened, or I don't know, but he was just like, if you behave well. Was there 3 or was there only 2? I feel like there was 3.
I think there was, no, I think because at the time there was another student.
Well, so only if you behaved well you got one of these,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
And so the first day he handed, or the second day, whatever, he handed me one.
I tried so hard for one of those bad boys.
I mean, anyway.
Probably, you know what? I tried so hard, and look, I am.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
I'm not like a devil child, but like, don't know what that was, but hey, someone. I'm not naming names, and if you see this, sorry but not sorry, you threw a tantrum.
Because she was a bit upset, because we all had that kid in school that we went to school with, that, and she got really upset because she didn't get it, and so she cried, and yeah, chuck a bit of a tanty-wanty. So the next day, guess who got one? The kid that chuck a tanty.
I tried my best, okay? I tried my best.
We're not affected by this or anything, are you?
Obviously not. Because this one got one and I didn't.
Mate, as I said, like, me thinking that I could peel them off, get these cool stickers, no, it's just a collection of the stickers you can order. I sound very entitled. I apologise. I'm very grateful that I won something.
Meanwhile,
it was just not a sticker book that was advertised. Anyway, yes, so primary school is how we met.
Yes.
And at first, I think we were a little bit off towards each other at
Yes.
the beginning. I think we were trying to figure out each other more than anything. And then eventually, I don't know what made us click. I genuinely cannot remember what it was that made us click.
No, neither do I. But the thing is, we went through many trials and tribulations.
So, I'm not picking my nose. It's my nose piercing. Sorry. It's been falling down all day, just so we're clear.
It's okay. That we've been through many trials and tribulations in primary school. We would clash. Would that be the right word?
Every time we clashed, because I was an opinionated little shit.
Oh. I don't know what I was. I was just... I don't know, but weird child at that. So I'm not that anymore, slightly. But, you know.
It wasn't a lot that we did, but every so once in a while, when we clashed, it was...
It was like World War III. I mean, really? Well, yeah, it was.
Y'all can't say that. That is in the works.
Oh.
You can't say that.
Okay. Well, let's just say it was like hell froze over and, you know.
We wouldn't like kick and scream. We would just get really shitty with each other.
In fact, it was Real Housewives of Teriyaki. Hey, that's one way to put it.
That's definitely one way to put it. I'm not offended.
At Teriyaki, we had a beautiful teacher who taught us the beautiful sound of music, and we're not naming names, but she was a teacher that made us. We were forced to play the recorder, and hot cross buns. Of course, that was a lot.
I think everyone just had to learn hot cross buns on the recorder, especially if you lived in Australia. You know the torture.
I cried when we had to like do it, but. We had to put on this musical performance called Safari.
Oh my goodness. They went all out for this show. And it was... I don't even know.
A disaster.
It was a disaster.
Joke.
It was a disaster. Even when my parents came, they were like, what what was that?
I can't even remember what it was. Just a musical about safari.
I think Mum said, now I could be wrong. Sorry, Mummy. Mum's a good person. She's beautiful, amazing, muy bien. But I think she said it was just kind of like another way of the school to make money out of the parents to watch their kids perform on something. And Mum, and the truth is, we only got, like, each year only got like 5 or 10 minutes anyway. So you had to like watch throughout all the years or whatever before it came around.
We had another teacher. We had a relief teacher. We had many relief teachers over the years, but one of them stood out because this teacher came in. God, she bless this woman, but she came in and she's like, when she was learning our names, she handed us like this red knitted ball.
It was a game that she played. Bless it. She was a very old teacher. She was an old biddy, and she's just trying to make some money. Do you remember?
Yes, I do
okay,
remember.
sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but she would play this game.
Yes, and she would throw the ball at you, this knitted ball, and she'd say, "What is your name?" And of course, what did you have to do?
You have to say specifically, "My name is Shani." Like, my name is, and then your name. Right?
My name is.
My name, yeah.
My name is. Okay, got ya. Yeah. And
my name is Shani, and then you throw the ball back at her, and then she'll be like, "Did you say Brittany?" And then she'll throw it back at you, be like, "No, my name is Shani." All you had to be was like, "My name is Shani." You just had to say, "My name is," and whatever your name is. But because she kept saying random names, it was meant to catch you out. And I think if you said it wrong, then you were out or something like that.
Right. Okay. But what was so funny to me was just the way she said it. We're like, what is your name? We had some really strange teachers come to Teriyaki. Even, go on.
Sorry, I was just going to be like, with that same teacher. Do you remember that story when she said she like passed it to like one of
the lads in the class?
Yeah, and she was like, "Did you say dick?" And you say dick to a bunch of like 12-year-olds, and we were like losing our mind. Not even 12-year-olds, I think we were like 10. And then, I don't know.
10 years old?
Yeah, and then one of the kids was like, "Oh, I'm going to don her on the principal for saying dick," and all this typical kid stuff. But that I'll never ever forget when she said, "Did you say dick?" No, but you're missing it. I'm just kidding.
She's thirsty for some tea, girl. Well, do you know, and speaking of, there was another teacher.
Some rose petals.
Jesus Christ. Well, it is an aphrodisiac.
That's what I mean.
There was another teacher. We learnt how to speak Italian because in Australia, in your primary schools and then also high schools, you learn how to speak a specific language, whatever the one is taught to you. So, for instance, we learned how to speak Italian, not fluently, but, you know, we had one teacher come in and she was hilarious. One of the troublemakers of the class thought it would be funny to say, I don't know why this was such a trend, but what did he say? He was like, he kept saying a vulgar word.
Do you want me to just say it?
Okay, yeah. He kept saying the word penis over and over again. And the teacher in question got so angry with this one kid, and she's like, "Why do you think the word penis is so funny? Let me repeat it to you 10 times and see if you think it's funny." And she literally
said the word.
She literally proceeded to say penis 10 times.
Teachers, you have to understand, if you're going to use that kind of language or those terms in school to young children, we're going to laugh.
Yeah, we're going to laugh because at the time, when you say something like that, it's funny. Like, you know, at the time you don't think that it's not wrong, but, you know, you laugh at it. So and by the last word, everyone was just like laughing.
I'm sure we were in tears.
Yeah, we were. Fun times.
So, there was a moment that happened. Was this year 7 that it happened?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot of it, and I feel bad that I don't remember it because it's something that you should remember when your best friend pretty much... Would you like to tell the story?
Okay, yes. I will, yes. Look, it wasn't your fault. Year 7 was a year that you and I became really close. Mm-hmm. We had a tradition of going out for late night shopping. I'd come over to yours and we'd play a fishdom on the computer. It was lit. many things that you introduced me to. We even played Minecraft at yours late at night. It was fun. But yes, in year 7 on a faithful day. Now look, back at the time, I was a small
Little child.
fun-sized child. Okay, and
Beautiful size.
thank you.
That sounds really creepy. You were a beautiful sized child.
I had gone to get a drink of water. Now, as you do, you know, I'm short. I'm very short, so I need big boots to make me talk. So, me being me and thinking this is a great idea, there's a door ledge. You know, everyone used to jump up and they're like, "Oh yeah," you know, like if you hit the ledge, you're cool. And me, like, hell yeah, like thinking to myself, like I'm gonna do great things. I jump up for this entryway door ledge. I've had my drink of water. I'm feeling refreshed, hydrated, you know. No one could brace me for what was going to come next. No. So I jump for this door ledge and my foot, like this is my foot. Yeah, my hand is my foot, right? So what happens is I jump for this door ledge. My foot goes like this.
So you've kind of like rolled your ankle in a
Yes.
sense. Yeah. But more than that.
So rather than that, when I had come down and landed on the floor, I heard something snap vigorously. So I was screaming on the floor for 10 minutes, just screaming because I don't know what I did to my foot.
You were just in a lot of pain.
Yes, and it wasn't until a teacher come and ran up to me and said, "Oh my God, Libby, are you okay?" And I was like, "No." And they tried to take my shoe off. And when they did, because I was like, "Don't take it off, don't take it off." When they took my shoe off, my foot was purple.
So were we all like, was this after recess or something? Or
Yeah, this was like almost last period or like last class for the day. Now, from what I heard is people in our little year 7 class were laughing at this supposed child who was screaming, at this year 1 who was screaming. That year 1, ladies and gentlemen, was me.
Wait, what do you mean you won?
They thought it was the teacher who helped me up onto a chair said to me at the time, "We thought you were a year 1 or a grade 1 student."
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, "No, it's me. I've been screaming for 10 minutes."
Oh, like when they heard you scream, they thought it was...
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and I apparently heard that the year 7 class was also laughing at me.
I'm so sorry because, like,
Okay.
I wish I could remember this clearly, but I feel like I vaguely remember you wanting to run up and jump. I don't know if I was like, yeah, like she's lying, like she's faking, like she's on the floor and we're all laughing. I don't, like, Shani now would be like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay? Like, I'll carry you to the freaking hospital. Let's go." We.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I couldn't walk on it, and unfortunately,
I said we or not eor. Sorry.
I can't, like, my left leg, it's not my strongest leg. So me hopping, my right foot was affected. So I couldn't really hop on my left leg very well. And I remember getting to our front door of the house and I just stood there like crying because I couldn't hop on my leg. And I got inside and yeah, I remember accidentally putting my right foot on the floor and oh my God, it's like as if...
Did you say what you did?
I ripped my ligament in my ankle.
There it is. Sorry, I just realised, I don't know if you actually said what you actually did.
There you go, there's
So you...
the closure.
Being a cool kid to jumping up to hitting the ledge of the door, the top of the door frame, to ripping your to tearing your ligament.
Yeah.
And we all thought it was... I'm pretty sure that's all I can remember is we all thought it was a joke. Like, no, she's not really paid. She just went to, touch the top of her door frame. Little did we know that she had up.
That was the moment when she'd up. There you go. But so at the end of year 7, when my foot had healed, which is muy bien, not like that anymore. But we had a year 7 party, didn't we?
We did. It was amazing. So we all like, it was like a class party. Class parties were the best.
They were.
We all like brought food. We would all share. It was amazing. I remember making these little love heart brownies. I know, typical corny little 5-year-old. No, I wasn't 5, obviously. But I got it from this amazing cookbook that my mum got me, and because I love cooking. And these were really fudgy, nice brownie cakes. They like weren't brownies, but they were like cake. I don't know how to explain. They were just really nice. And I remember bringing them to the class party. That's what I brought. I think we all took in turns, like dessert, savoury or whatever. And Libby's brother Jack decided to freaking eat them all himself. I remember he just had like a handful of them. I'm like, Jack, they're for everyone. He's like, yeah, but they're good. That's great. I'm glad that they're good, but they're for everyone. Anyway, so we had a smart board.
Yes.
And I feel like most schools have them now, but obviously most, when we were in school, it was just the whiteboard or a blackboard that you had at school. You didn't have like an electronic smart board. You just didn't have that until year 7 we had one.
Nowadays, I think schools have the more professional version. We had like the prototype version.
Like the first kind.
Yeah, where like, oh my God, you can draw on the whiteboard. I remember there was this one game I loved on it. But like, it was a prototype, so you could like draw on the board and like, you know, nowadays, like they're much more like professional and it's like, wow, amazing. But ours was like shit.
Awesome that we had one. It was freaking awesome that we had one. Because
awesome.
not every classroom had it. I think ours was the only one that had it at classroom. Only ours did. Only year 7. And so we... Yeah, so we're having this class party and the teacher decides to leave and trust us because she trusted us because we were good kids, kind of. And so she goes off in the staff room. The staff room's just like down the hall. Like it's not that far.
No.
And so we have gotten onto YouTube, and I think it was your brother, and I think it was
another
Matt as well. I'm just going to say it, so you know. Not that I'd ever think he'd watch this. And they got the video clip to Hotel Room Service.
By Pitbull.
And if anyone's seen it, it is just obviously Pitbull with literally having a couple of threesomes, not full on, but like insinuating threesomes, and these women in lingerie, and we're 12-year-olds watching this on YouTube on this smart board and this class party, and we like turn all that all the way up. I love that song so much, and we were all dancing to it, and we all knew we were going to get in trouble at some point. But I think someone was meant to be the lookout. I think that's what it was. Someone was trying to look out for the teacher. Because obviously we'd get in a lot of trouble. And she came in to see these provocative looking females on the TV in lingerie. So the best banger of that year. She was so mad. She was furious.
You know, I at one point I thought she was like gonna have like an aneurysm.
Yeah, she was like, we're trying to do something nice, have a class party, and you ruin it. And I'm like, in my head,
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what's going on inside their head?
Honestly, that's just... We got the whole... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, but for you it might be Hotel Room Service, but for me it's any song by Twice.
Well, there you have it. But that is a little bit of a little something into how we met and a little primary school shenanigans.
Shenanigans, actually.
Yes.
I don't know what rhymes with my name, but yeah.
Gibby!
No! No, I am not. How dare you? No.
I thought that was freaking good.
You've got shenanigans.
And you've got Gibby. Thank you very much for joining us this episode. We hope you have enjoyed us being...
Us.
Yes.
Your favourite tea...
hosts.
Your favourite tea community... What? Community. Your favourite community. Your favourite tea connoisseurs. Croissants. In fact, we haven't figured out that yet, have we? Who is the tea croissant?
I think we'll do that at some point. Thank you very much for joining us. And definitely try a French Earl Grey. It is very nice. Muy bien for someone who loves the Earl Greys.
Très bien.
It's not overly as strong as what I personally like my Earl Greys, but
Yes.
all rounder, perfect.
Well, I'm Libby.
And I'm Shani.
Always remember to let your inner beauty shine. And we hope to see you on the next episode.
I'm kidding. I can't copyright. All right.